afternoon and welcome to the 8th episode of Brian's Table Talks. I'm glad you're joining us today, wherever you're at. Hal's here recording and helping me out with this, and I want to say a special shout out and thank you, Hal, for being here and helping out. So,
Welcome.
When I was in seminary, there was an individual that we were introduced to, not personally, I'm sad to say, an individual named DeWitt Jones, who was a photographer for National Geographic. And DeWitt would obviously go around the world and take photographs and pictures. And he always talked about, in some of his video recordings, he would take a picture, but he would take a lot of pictures. And sometimes he'd take a picture and it'd be okay, but then he'd get a different perspective, a different angle. And then he'd get a really incredible picture. If you ever get a chance, look him up. DeWitt Jones, he's got some fantastic work. But one of the things that he is known for is a simple question. What's right with the world? Now, that seems kind of a strange question in our current dynamic of social distancing, but it's a very powerful question. What's right with the world? And I was thinking this week that so many times it's not the answers that we need to get right, it's the questions. And I wondered, when the Wright brothers first flew their first airplane, obviously they were thinking, how do we get this off the ground? But I wondered, did they ask, how do you land it? Takeoffs in airplanes are one thing. I'm often told the hardest part is actually the landing. I find that to be an important thing. The landing is important. A lot of people are asking, when are we going to go back to church and start gathering again? And I, as the pastor of New Hope Presbyterian Church, I'm asking the question, not when, but what's it going to look like? Sometimes it's not the answers that we need, but we need to ask the right questions. So in the morning, it's not how am I going to get through the day, it's what can I accomplish today? Not how do we get through this, what can we do while we're in the middle of social distancing? What can we learn? These table talks, for example, we didn't do these prior to this COVID-19 thing. Now we're doing them, and Hal and I are discovering we enjoy it. So I want to encourage everybody, don't look for the answers first. Look for the right questions. It's not always how do we help others. It's how do we love others. How do we take off? How do we land? Not how do we get through the day, but what can we accomplish and who can we touch on this day? What's right with the world? The person in front of you, don't look for what's wrong. What's right with them? And love them for who they are. It's not always about the answers. Sometimes it's about the questions. Until next time, I'll be praying for you, and I hope that each and every day finds you safe and comfortable. Until next time, this is Reverend Brian. Amen.